Hello and welcome to this week's podcast on tech news by what's new on the net.com. I am your host Saurabh Gaswala in the studio bringing you up to speed with the tech headlines. So, we are well into the new year, but the sad news is the pandemic does not seem to be going away, forcing many event organizers to switch from their plans of holding real-world events to virtual ones. Hopefully the situation will change as the days go by. That said, let's get on with this week's news. This first story is about the social network for professionals, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is launching an events platform where it will list, host, and market interactive, virtual, live events. The service will launch an audio-only product this month in beta, followed by a video version a few months down the line, initially geared towards LinkedIn creators and hosts. At the start, LinkedIn is hoping members of its creator community will head this new platform. Later, LinkedIn is aiming to get larger organizations involved in running events. Are you a Google Chrome user? Then take this piece of news seriously. Be on your guard, I say. In the wake of a record-breaking number of attacks last year, Google has already issued the first serious new upgrade warning of 2022 to all the browser's 2 billion users. It has also issued an update, the first in 2022. The update will fix 37, that's right, 37 security issues, one of which is rated critical in severity and could be exploited to pass arbitrary code and gain control over a victim's system. Also, please note that 24 of the 37 flaws came from external researchers, including its Google Project Zero initiative, while the others were flagged as part of Google's ongoing internal security work. Of the 24 bugs, 10 are rated high, another 10 are rated medium, and 3 are rated as low in severity.
Here is a shout out to founders, co-founders, CEOs, CTOs and C-suite guys of tech unicorns, businesses and startups around the world. Come share your business story on our weekly podcast. CEO Speak is a new slot we have introduced in which the top management of tech companies can tell the rest of their community of their success, their struggles, and so on. Plus, as a bonus, the same will also be published on our website what'snewonthenet.com. Get your invite by writing into us at what'snewonthenet.com at gmail.com.
"2022 does not seem to have got off a good start for Google and Facebook. French watchdog CNIL has fined Google €150 million, about $170 million, and Facebook €60 million, about $68 million, for making it too confusing for users to reject cookies. The companies now have 3 months to change their ways in France. With Facebook, CNIL notes that in order to refuse cookies, French users first have to click on a button labeled, "Accept cookies." Such labeling necessarily generates confusion, says CNIL, leading users to believe they have no choice in the matter. With Google, the problem is one of asymmetry rather than mislabeling. CNIL notes that the company's websites allow users to accept all cookies with a single click, but to reject them they have to click through several different menu items. Well, at least someone, somewhere has got our backs, I must say. All you Twitter users. Here's some quick news. Like in TikTok, Twitter is rolling out a new test feature that invites people to post video reactions to tweets instead of tweeting the old way. Twitter has rolled out the feature to see how the market reacts. You must know that Twitter has been actively experimenting with new products for a while now, and this is one of them. And now, in this week's startup segment, I will talk to you all about this startup called Magic Copy. All of us know how cumbersome it is to copy content from one device to another. Well, Magic Copy claims it can solve this problem for you. It allows you to copy text and links from your phone and paste it on your computer and vice versa. So basically, it's a universal clipboard manager that works like magic. It's a real-time clipboard and notes app that syncs with all your devices. Magic Copy manages a real-time clipboard. When you paste a link, text, or file, it automatically syncs it with your other devices. You can find Magic Copy on all the popular platforms like iOS, Android, Windows, OS X, Web, and soon to be launched, Linux. What's more, the team of Magic Copy say all data is safely encrypted to protect it from prying eyes. That's magiccopy.app. This bit of information is not about a particular startup but about a startup competition. The Snowflake Startup Challenge is a global competition for developers and early-stage startups to build innovative data applications that serve an unmet market need using Snowflake as a key part of their infrastructure. Startups can compete for the opportunity to receive funding from Snowflake, marketing exposure, and even exposure to sponsoring venture capitalists. So what kinds of apps is Snowflake looking for? These guys are looking for unique SaaS applications that leverage large volumes of complex data to solve high-impact problems that, if solved, can result in a large market opportunity. Applications should leverage Snowflake as the platform powering the solution and take advantage of key platform capabilities. The Snowflake Startup Challenge brings together early-stage startups to build innovative applications and products powered by Snowflake's data cloud. The winner and finalists may receive up to $1 million in investments from Snowflake, along with global marketing exposure. To know more, you can head over to snowflake.com.
A word of caution. Listeners are strongly advised to do their due diligence before buying or downloading any of the startups featured here. Startup profiles are only for information purposes, and this podcast does not vouch for any of their features.
And with that, it's a wrap. I am at the end of this week's podcast. Why don't you press the like button if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe to it if you haven't so far. This is your host Saurabh Gaswala signing off for now. Until next Sunday, adios.